Is this titanium axle dump from NYTOP gonna make our 4th gen Tacoma sound any different? In this video, we're gonna find out. We do know this is definitely gonna give us some added ground clearance here on the back, but let's go ahead, get this thing installed and see how it sounds. All right, we got the Taco up on the lift and we have the tools here on the bench you're gonna need to install this axle dump from NYTOP. So we have a 14mm socket and we have a 3/8 ratchet. And then to make things easy, we have a pair of exhaust hanger pliers. These definitely come in handy if you're doing exhaust work. So if you guys wanna pick up a set of these, I'll throw a link down in the description for Amazon. Let's go ahead and get into it. So quick look at the factory exhaust. You can see we're gonna be saving probably a good 8 inches of clearance here on the backside below the bumper. We're gonna be getting rid of this factory resonator here and then the exhaust that goes up and over the rear axle. And where it bolts to the muffler right here, there's gonna be two 14mm nuts. We're gonna take those off. And then there's gonna be 2 or 3 exhaust hangers we're gonna have to get off. So let's go ahead and get these bolts or these nuts undone. And I'm just gonna squirt some WD-40 on these exhaust hangers to make it a little bit easier to come off. And we'll get this tail section removed. All right, so we're gonna take our ratchet and our 14mm socket. We're gonna get these 2 nuts taken off. Now, this truck is brand new and so is every other 4th gen on the road, so the gasket that's in here should be perfectly fine to reuse, so you shouldn't have to go and buy yourself a new gasket. All right, those 2 nuts are off. Now we're gonna take the exhaust hanger pliers, we're gonna stick them on just like that. And look how easy that was. Take off the second one here. Hold this, make sure it doesn't fall. All right, now we'll grab the exhaust, lift it up and over the rear axle. You might have to do a little bit of maneuvering. So right here we have our exhaust gasket, which should still be good. And if for some reason we do have an exhaust leak there, it's only gonna take us 30 seconds to get these nuts removed and take off the axle dump and put a new gasket in down the road. So go ahead, throw that back up in place. We'll get our axle dump and get that installed. All right, we got the axle dump. First thing we're gonna do is slide in the exhaust hanger and also line up our 2 studs at the same time. Now we can take the 2 nuts, we'll get those on, tighten those back down. Now I don't know how much louder this is gonna make the Tacoma, but we are eliminating probably about 4 feet of piping and also a resonator, so it should make some sort of a difference. Also, the exhaust is now angled towards the ground, so the sound should echo off the ground. That should make a difference as well. All right, so this axle dump is made from titanium, so it is really prone to like fingerprints and stuff. So what we're gonna do before we start it and get the exhaust pipe hot, we're gonna spray it with some alcohol and wipe it down. That way our fingerprints don't burn into it. All right, that's it, pretty quick and easy. We got the factory exhaust off and we have the new titanium axle dump on from NYTOP. So let's get the Tacoma back on the ground, pull it outside and see how it sounds. Maybe a little deeper. I don't know, let's get it outside. All right, there you have it, the titanium axle dump from NYTOP on the 4th Gen Tacoma. Do we think it's any louder? Maybe the tiniest little bit, but it does actually have a different tone, and we also saved all of that ground clearance there on the back. So it's definitely worth it. If you guys want to pick one of these up, it's available at YotaXpedition.com. If you have any questions about it, drop them down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.